चार्ल्स कोरेया फाउंडेशननं गोवा सरकारद्वारे कला अकादमीच्या इमारतीच्या नूतनीकरणाच्या कामाबद्दल चिंता आणि संशय व्यक्त केलाय. या वास्तूचा ढाचा बदलत असल्याची भीती त्यांनी व्यक्त केली.
आयज आमी हांगा उबे आसा कांपलार जे कला अकादमीच्या परिसरान जे अंडर रिनोवेशन आसा. आता ही कला अकादमी एक्चुअली पब्लीक प्रॉपर्टी. आता जे रिनोवेशन चल्लां तें पब्लीक फंडींग आहा आनी आमी जनतेचे प्रतिनिधी, आमी प्रेस, पण आमकां जाय हांगा भितर सोडना. आमकां सांगता वयल्यान खंय ऑर्डर आसा, कोणाची ऑर्डर आसा काय ना, रिटर्न डॉक्युमेंट काय ना, भितर वचपाक परमिशन कित्याक ना काय ना. आमचो एक प्रेसाचो मेंबर व्हिडिओ फोटोग्राफी करतालो, ताजो कॅमेरा काडून घेतलो, व्हिडिओ डिलीट केलो. आतां माननीय मंत्र्यांनी उत्तर दिवचें की बाबा तुमी कितें लिपोवंक सोदता आनी तुमकां कितें प्रॉब्लेम आसा. आमी जर गेले, जनतेन जर पळयलें की बाबा हांगा कितें चल्लां, कितें काम आसा, हाचें उत्तर आतां जनता तुमचे कडेन मागता. कृपया उत्तर दिवचें.
If a place is renovated, then the renovation is to show. Letting that go is something of a loss to all of us as Goans, not just as the Charles Korea Foundation. It's a big loss to all of us as Goans.
But because we do understand the significance of this building, so all the work has been given to Tecton, and Tecton has appointed an architect of their own.
Collectively looks like another building somewhere else, anywhere else. Like it could have been renovated like a hotel. There were two issues. One is the restoration of the structure, and second is the restoration of the architecture. Yeah. In restoration of the structure, yes, they after kind of engaging with them, and that too with a long engagement, they agreed that they were going to restore the structure. For us, the equally important is the layer of architecture. That's the one that connects to the public. It creates the Kala Akademi in what we understand it to be as a public space and as a space that people feel comfortable in. And the thing is also the building is representative of the work of a number of masters. Alright, this represents the work of Mr. Charles Korea, of Mario Miranda, of our Newman and
Organic Newman, the
acoustic consultants. It's also the work of an artist, the one who's painted the murals, which is a very fine work, which couldn't be reproduced in the later 2004 renovation. Yeah, this is a place which is a point where all our the important people in their respective professions have put their efforts and have created what I consider today a masterpiece, and all of you all will agree this is a masterpiece by itself. So, letting that go is something of a loss to all of us as Goans, not just as the Charles Korea Foundation. It's a big loss to all of us as Goans. And this is something that we hope is going to be preserved. Now, the problem is like this, that there is this whole idea that if a place is renovated, then the renovation is to show, which means that there's a pressure on the government to say that, okay, now we have made it whole new sparkling interiors. But interiors are something that we are really worried about because it could take us into a completely different directions. There have been illustrations that the Charles Korea Foundation has worked on to show how changing interiors can dramatically change our understanding of the spaces of Kala Akademi. So this is something that we are concerned and we would like to put a stress on. We are not relying just on the words that the minister says that it will be restored, because we don't understand what is the extent of restoration, whether it's just structure as well as the architecture, or it's just the structure. So our concern is this: we do not want to get up, say 6 months from now, and discover that Kala Akademi looks like another building somewhere else, and anywhere else. Like it could have been renovated, like a hotel is normally renovated. Hotels interiors keep on changing every 3 years, 5 years. We are not under that kind of pressure to change the interiors. For us, the beauty of the restoration is for all the architects, the community of architectural committee, the Goan community, to be able to come back and always find the space which has been so important to the Goan public.
All we're saying is that we don't have our eyes on what is happening. So we just want to inform the public that perhaps there should be some way of putting pressure on the Kala Academy to be more transparent as to what is being done, because what I feel is like once that kind of budget is spent, where is there going to be another opportunity to bring, again we'll have to wait 15, 20 years. By that time, maybe none of us are around to even remember what it was like. So I think this is the time to do it and to do it correctly. These are public funds. This was a building commission with public funds, and we think that is important, that the public is aware of exactly what is happening.
Any project, especially a project that has been tendered at 49 crores, then there is an architect on board the government has, plus the PWD are working on the project. They have plans. They definitely have plans. You can't expect a 49 crore project to be done without plans and drawings and views. Actually, if you go and see as architects, structural work is not our specialization. So they were sending us some issues that they observed. We were consulting our engineer from IIT Chennai, who was also advising us on that. So
and who also did it pro bono.
He also didn't charge
because
anything.
of the importance of the building. That's the thing, is that everyone's doing all this all pro bono. It's not going to cost them anything. But because we do understand the significance of this building and we don't want to jeopardize that. But it is important at this moment especially, and perhaps, I don't know, I hope it's not too late already, is to make sure that the finishes and everything are done and bringing it back to what it was. That's important.
When the first reports came out that the building was being demolished, it was the people of Goa who made a big noise about it and who convinced the government to not demolish the building. So, we are just saying, put it all up. We are requesting the Kala Academy and the PWD to put up the final plans for the architecture. Put it to the people of Goa.
With the finishes,
Yeah.
not just plans. Everything that is being done, just be transparent about it, so everyone knows what is happening there. That's the problem. But it only really, as Arjun was saying, it came to our attention only very recently that they were not following. We had no idea what they were doing, and we've been told that no, they are sort of big changes, and that's what we tried to represent.
So all the work has been given to Tecton, and Tecton has appointed an architect of their own.
They have got their own team. We are not really concerned.
What I'm asking is, who do you talk to?
No, so I think that what we are doing is we are actually talking sometimes to the PWD and sometimes to the because the PWD is in charge of getting the building. Yeah. It's not so much the consultants, but what is the direction the consultant is given. So it would be wrong for us to confront the consultants. It would be better for us to speak to the Public Works Department as the lead body engaged with getting the Kala Academy restored.